record there. Okay, so this is a half-hour session. We will be on the floor, focusing on the hips a little bit and doing some side lying exercises and some prone exercises. So prone just means lying on your tummy. So we'll do a wee bit of back work as well. Okay, so let's start just lying down on our back with knees bent and feet flat on the floor. Let me just get myself in the right angle. Okay, and lying down, arms just slightly out to the side with the palms facing up. So we're going to start off just gently tick-tocking the legs from side to side, just to sort of stretch out and loosen up the lower back muscles and get the hips ready to move. My floor is very creaky. It's not my bones, it's the floor. Okay, then we'll add in a bit of sort of focused, concentrated breathing. Okay, so as you breathe in, let the knees fall over to the side. And then use your out breath, drawing in, tightening in the abdominals, and bring the knees back into the center. Then over to the other side on your in-breath. And breathe out, draw them into the middle. Good, keep on going. Good. Okay, one more to each side. Okay, then just let your knees fall over to the right hand side, and we're going to stretch our left arm up, bringing the sort of bicep up to the side of the ear and look over towards your left arm. So you're getting a nice stretch diagonally across the body. Good. And then bring the arm down, bring the knees back into the center, and go over to the left side with the knees. Lift your right arm up to the side and look over your right shoulder, getting a stretch then down the other diagonal side of the body. Good, and then bring everything back into the center again. We're going to give the knees a little hug in to the tummy and just circle a little bit with the knees in this bent position. Again, just warming up the hips. Good, then change the direction. Feel that lovely massage of your lower back again onto the floor. We've done this, I think it was Monday, we did quite a lot of this. Okay, then we're going to put your left foot back down onto the floor, just keeping the knee bent, and straighten up this right leg just as much as you can. And we're going to start drawing onto the ceiling a little spiral. And it gets wider and wider. Your left leg stays steady the whole time. And then just take that right leg into as wide a circle as your hip allows you to, or the space that you have in the room that you're working in allows you to keep whacking my toe off the wall here. Good, and then spiral it back in again, making the circle smaller. Lovely, then a little hug in. And then swap sides, do your left leg, pointed up towards the ceiling, right leg stays nice and steady, and start doing a spiral. Doesn't matter what direction you go in. You're always moving from the hip, and then make the circles get bigger and bigger. Good. Lovely. And then circle Back in again, making your circles a bit tighter and a bit smaller. Lovely. And then a little hug in of that knee. Good. Okay, so hips are a wee bit nicely warmed up and oiled now, let's say. So then roll over onto your side. So if you start lying on your left side, and you can be propped up on your elbow. If you want a little bit of extra kind of core stuff, you can even come up onto the elbow like this, you know, and try and hold this part of you really steady. What you want to avoid is that you start to get tired and kind of slouching into your shoulders. So if you are up like this, make sure that you stay nice and strong. Or you can relax a wee bit more, come down onto your elbow like this. Or if you have any shoulder issues or this is uncomfortable, come down onto your arm, or even grab a wee cushion or block or something just to rest your head on. Feel free to use props to help support yourself. Now we're going to do the clam first. So have your hips stacked, check in with your knees, make sure they're stacked one on top of the other. And your feet back in line with your tailbone. Now we're going to just pop the toes of our left foot down onto the floor and have your heels connected. So your feet are kind of going out away from each other like this. Good. Now breathe in, and then on your exhale, lift, open that right knee. Don't let the hips roll back, and then lower. Good. And again, exhale up and down. Good. Lovely. Brilliant. Good, 3 more. Not worrying about how high you're able to get. 2, and last one, 3. Okay, brilliant. A little rest. Give the hip a little tap. Good. Then we're going to do this without keeping the heels connected, okay? But just keep your legs in this same position. All right, breathe in. Then on the exhale, lift that top leg and lower. Good. Up and down. Good. We're going for about 10 of each exercise. 4. Lovely. Good. 4 more. Up and down. 2 more. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Good. A little moment's rest. Okay, then if you can stretch out your left leg underneath and your right leg just comes forwards to rest onto the floor. Now have the toes pointed to begin with, and we're going to lift and lower our underneath leg. So breathe in, then on your out breath, lift, squeeze, and lower. Good. Up, squeeze, and down. Lift, squeeze, and lower. Good. One more with toes pointed. Good. Now flex the foot of that lower leg, toes pulling into the shin, and do 5 lift and lowers this way. Exhale up and lower. Good. 2 and lower. 3. 2 more up and down. 1 more up and down. Good. Now lift and hold it there. Now point the toes and flex the foot. Point the toes, flex the foot. Good, keep on going, point, flex, speed it up a wee bit. Keep the leg lifted. Point and flex, point and flex, point and flex. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Good, well done. Lovely. Now, upper leg stretches out, so both your legs are straight now, ankles, knees, hips, and shoulders in a lovely straight line. And we're going to do forwards and backwards kick with this top leg. So just lift your leg up to about hip height, and then use this hand to support you. Now we're going to kick the leg forwards, and then flex the foot leading with your heel, and bring the leg back. Squeeze into your glutes. You're trying to bring the leg back behind the midline of your body, but without this upper part of the body leaning forwards. Okay? And repeat. Breathe in, forwards, breathe out, back. Squeezing down the back of the hamstrings and glutes and holding the upper body steady. Kick forwards and kick back. Good. Forwards and back. Brilliant. Forwards and back. That's 5. Lovely. 7, 3 more. And last one. Forwards, flex, kick back. Good, and relax that leg down. Okay, one last one. We're going to do a single leg lift and lower with a bit of bending and extending as well. Okay, so another breath in to prepare. And then on your out breath, lift that leg, but don't be lifting it so high that your upper body changes position. Okay, so just as high as you can manage while keeping this upper body the same. Good, now bend the knee back, bringing the heel towards the glutes, and then extend. Toes pointed. Good, bend in, and extend. Bend in, foot flexed, heel to bum, and extend. Good again. One more. Lovely, and lower. Good, exhale up. Inhale, flex the foot, and lower. Just lifting and lowering this time. Exhale, up, toes pointed, flex, and lower. 3 more. Exhale, up, flex, and lower. 2 more. Exhale, up, flex, and lower. And last one. Exhale, up, flex, and lower. Good. 5 more of those, bend and extend. So lift. Good. Now bend, heel to bum, and extend. 1. Good. Bend and extend. 2. Bend and extend. 3. Good. Bend and extend. That's 4. Last one. Bend in and extend and lower the leg down. Brilliant. Now we're going to roll over and do all of that on the other side. Okay, so we start off with the clam. So get comfortable again using whatever props you might need. Hips are stacked. We check that by checking in with the knees. And heels of the feet are back in line with your tailbone. Have your feet heels together, toes apart. And rest the toes of your right foot down onto the floor. Breathe in to prepare. And then on your exhale, open that knee. Good. And close. Exhale up. Inhale, release. Brilliant. Lift and lower. lift, and lower. Brilliant. Not letting the pelvis roll back. So you can put your hand on your hip as a little reminder. Good. Three more. Good. Okay. Rest that top leg down. Put your bottom foot just flat down onto the floor. Now we do the open leg lift and lower. Okay, breathe in. And then on your out breath, lift and lower. Good. Up and down. Good. Lift and lower. Lovely. Holding the upper part of the body nice and steady. Lovely. Good. 5 more, if I'm counting right. I do apologize for my counting problems. Good. Last 3. Up and down. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. And last one. Up and down. Brilliant. Now we give the top leg a little rest and come down to the bottom leg. So stretch out your bottom leg, toes pointed first, breathing, and on the out breath, lift, squeeze, get even higher, and lower. Good. And again, lift, squeeze, and release. Lift, squeeze, and release. 2 more with toes pointed. Lift, squeeze, release. Lift, squeeze, and release. Lovely. Now flex the foot, toes pulling in towards your shin. And then exhale, lift, squeeze, and lower. Lift, squeeze, and release. Lift, squeeze higher, good, and release. 2 more, up and down. Last one, lift, squeeze, and release. Lovely. Now we're going to lift, hold the leg there. Now point your toes and flex the foot. Point the toes, flex the foot. Now speed it up a wee bit. Point, flex, point, flex. Keep on pointing and flexing, but make sure your leg doesn't lower down, feeling a really strong burn on the inner thigh. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Well done. Good. Now straighten out your top leg again. We're going to do those forwards and backwards kicks. So lift your top leg just to about hip height. Now kick the leg forwards with toes pointed. Flex the foot. Lead with your heel. Take the leg back behind you, squeezing hamstrings and glutes and avoiding leaning forwards with the shoulders. Good. Kick forwards. Exhale, kick back. Squeeze. Good. Inhale, forwards, toes pointed. Flex, lead with the heel. Take it back. Brilliant. Forwards and back. Forwards and back. Lovely. Trying to keep that leg at about hip level the whole time. And not worrying about how far forwards you manage to get or how far back you manage to get. None of it matters. And the lovely thing about home workouts is there's nobody else in the room for you to look at and compare yourself with. So you just compare yourself with yourself every session, see how you're doing. Last two, forwards and back, forwards and back. Lovely. Rest that leg down. Okay, now we're going to do the leg lift and lower, adding in some of the bend and flex, bend and extend. Okay, so lift the leg up. Again, not so high that you change the position of your top body. Now bend knee, heel comes in towards bum, and then exhale, point toes away, stretch out the leg. Breathe in, heel to bum, and exhale, stretch. Good, 3 more. Exhale out, in, and out. 1 more, in, and out. And lower the leg down. Good, now just lifting and lowering, breathe in. Exhale up, flex the foot, lower back down. Exhale up, toes pointed. Inhale, flex and lower. Good, 3 more. Exhale up, toes pointed. Inhale, flex and lower. Exhale up. Inhale down. 2 more. Exhale up. Inhale down. Last one. Exhale up. And inhale down. Good. 5 more of our bend and flex. So lift the leg up. Now breathe in, heel towards bum. And exhale, stretch. Good. 4 more. Breathe in, heel to bum. Breathe out, toes pointed, leg stretches away. 3 more. In and out. In and out. Last one. In and out. And then lower the leg down. Well done. You can really hopefully feel that in the hips and the glutes. Okay, now we're going to roll over onto our tummies. I'm going to turn this way where I have a bit more space. So have your hands together. So we're just resting our head on our hands. Okay, so you'll just be down like this. I'm going to have my head lifted slightly just so that you can hear my voice and it's not all muffled. And we're going to work on the legs, okay? So nice breath in. Then on your out breath, contract and tighten in the abs. And then lift both your legs off the floor, squeezing those glutes really, really hard. Good, and release back down. Exhale again and lift. Good, and release. Exhale, lift. Inhale, release. 2 more. Exhale, up. Inhale, down. Last one. Try not to bend at the knees. And down. Good. Now we're going to do some heel beats with this. So I'll just show you quickly what I mean. You'll lift your heels. Then we turn the feet out so your toes are pointing away. And we're going to beat the heels together 10 times. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, up to 10. Okay. Still trying to keep the knees not bent. So we're not just going like this and moving the lower half of the leg. Okay, you're trying to lift from the hip. And then move the whole leg so you really feel this in the glutes. Okay? So rest now and then we'll just start together. Okay, so a nice breath in. Then on your out breath, lift the legs. Turn the toes away and beat heels together. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Breathe in. Breathe out, lift, toes away, and beat heels. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Good, breathe in, and out, lift. Toes away, heels together. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. 2 more rounds. Exhale, lift up. Toes away, heels together. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Last one. Exhale, lift. Toes away, heels together. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Good, well done. Now just push yourself up. Push the bum back down onto the heels. You might want to bring your knees a little wider apart and just stretch forwards, giving that lower back and glutes a nice stretch. Good. Then come up, we're going to do a little pigeon stretch. So if you bring your left knee up first, left knee up to the front of your mat, and try to bring the foot out to the side, just as far as you can manage. Some people are able to get it right up to sort of 90 degrees, others it'll be more in the center. I'm sort of somewhere in between. So just wherever works for you. Think about your hip bones, have them both facing down towards the floor. Then you stretch this right leg back as far as you can, and then start to bring yourself down onto the floor. Now you should be feeling quite an intense stretch around the outside of your left glutes, and also a little bit across the front of your right hip, hopefully. So again, feel free to sort of shuffle about a wee bit and see where you need to move to really intensify the stretch. And if it gets really unbearable, just ease off on it a wee bit. Maybe you went down too far. Good, hold for another one big breath. Lovely. Then come back up onto your hands. And just push back for one wee moment. Bum towards heels. And then stretch on the other side. So if you bring your right knee up to the top, take the foot out as wide as you can manage. Hips both facing down towards the floor. Stretch your left leg back as far as you can manage. And then just come down, really stretching down further into it. Feeling a really good stretch around the outside on your right side and hopefully across the front of your left hip. You might even be able to get fully down, or you might still have to stay up here, just whatever works for you. This can be a really intense stretch, so just tune in, listen to your own body. Find that balance between a sort of good hard stretch and not stretching it too far to the point of real pain and discomfort. One last breath. Good. Then come back up onto your hands and just one last push back onto your heels, bum to the heels, stretching forwards. Good. And then you're done. Well done. So some love and attention for the old hips there in that session. So I hope you enjoyed. And I'm going to hit stop now and hopefully see you all soon.